afternoon. I'm Kelly.
And I'm Jason.
And we are Craving Cinematics. So, Jason, we went to see The Big Sick today.
Yes.
What did you think of The Big Sick?
Well, The Big Sick was better than I thought it would be. And, of course, we'll elaborate on that as we go on. But I was quite pleased. I enjoyed the time that I spent in the theater there. Definitely wasn't a blockbuster movie, but it's what's called a rom-com, romantic comedy. And I think the audience, the target audience was pretty much everybody who's an adult. This is definitely not a kid's movie.
Yeah, no, kids wouldn't get it. And, well, okay, we'll start with the things I didn't like about it. The language. Hollywood, come on. Why so many F-bombs? I didn't like that. I don't like that. I'm a prude in some sense. And the language just really turns me off. And it was there from the start. Bam.
I will admit, it was jarring. It was there right off the bat, and it kind of caught you off guard.
Yeah.
However, I do think that he was trying to accurately portray that environment, that lifestyle. I think that was accuracy more than trying to make an impression and trying to do the sensationalistic factor.
I understand that. And yes, the lifestyle that Jason's talking about is the lead character, his name
is Kumail Nanjiani.
Yes. So sorry if we butchered your name, Kumail, but that's the closest we could get at the moment without you actually being here in the studio helping us. But his role or his lifestyle is a stand-up
stand-up
comic. Comedian.
Yes, or a stand-up comic, yes. Either one works. But,
yeah.
But apparently this story...
One gets paid more than the other.
I think it's based off of syllables. The more syllables, the less pay. I think it's like a...
Less pay?
Yeah, I think it's a retroactive thing. In any case, the point is that this movie was written by the main character.
Yeah, which was really cool. It was his life.
Yeah, and it is a biographical movie, an autobiographical movie, and it's talking about how he met his wife and the events that transpired shortly thereafter, which were actually quite moving and quite memorable, and actually created a good story.
Very good story. I wonder if, like, the producer of the movie came to him and said, "So, Kamal, who do you want to play you?" And he was like, "Well, me, of course."
Which is kind of funny because his wife didn't play his wife.
Yeah, no. I wonder why, because she's beautiful. They showed pictures at the very end of them as,
yes,
real family, and it's lovely. Not that Zoe Kazan, who played the wife in the movie, Emily, wasn't good. She really was. I liked her. I've not seen her before.
Yeah, a lot of these actors were new to me. I didn't recognize anybody except for the parents of Emily, who were Helen Hunt. No, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Helen Hunt and Ray Romano.
They were great.
They were great. And I'm not a big Ray Romano fan. I'm not a big fan of his humor. He was really good in this.
Yeah,
he played a very convincing father who was torn between wanting to take care of his daughter and see her happy and see the potential that in the relationship with Kumail and his wife who's not thrilled at all with the situation. Yeah,
because of the two different cultures. There's Kumail's from Pakistan, and of course Emily's American, and there's that played a heavy part into the movie. I thought was the differences in the two backgrounds, two cultures.
Yes, you had two main antagonists, and one is the situation of Emily being ill.
Yes.
And that's the catalyst which brings all the main players together. The other antagonist is the lifestyle and the values of the two different families. Mm-hmm. And Kumail's family is Pakistani and Muslim, and they're really wanting that for him. And he's starting to branch out from the traditional Pakistani family, and it's not going well for him.
It's hard. It's a difficult road for him. And you'll just have to see the movie to see how it turns out in the end, because this is a non-spoiler alert, and we're not going to tell you.
And this is a good romantic comedy. It's not a chick flick. You had asked me earlier if you thought it was a chick flick.
Yeah.
Or if I thought it was a chick flick.
Right.
I don't think it is. I think it's a really good couples movie. I could see, some girlfriends going to see it together. There's enough I would say, masculinity in the movie to kind of carry it for the guys. Yes.
Definitely.
But it's a true movie. It's tender. It has really great moments. It has comedy.
I teared up.
I teared up a bit too. It has it in there. I'm just gonna have to say that. It's moving. And the comedy is not. What's the word that I'm looking for? It's not forced.
It's not forced at all. It's natural.
From life.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, a giraffe walks into a bar, and he says, "The highballs are on me."
She said she was going to say this. I'm so sorry. But this is that kind of movie. That's the kind of humor, and it's fantastic. And
I'm not a comic or a comedian.
It falls in the movie just as wonderfully as it fell here, which made it much more wonderful.
Thank you, Jason.
No problem. No, I meant in the movie. You were okay. It was just you just need to work on the delivery just a little bit.
Well, I almost forgot the joke.
I know.
Anyway, like I said, I'm not a comedian or a comic, so.
But on a,
don't ask me to do stand up.
Would you say is this a movie that needs to be seen in theaters? Is it something that they can wait on? What do you recommend overall? I
mean, it's a nice date night movie.
I agree.
It's a real good first date movie. I would think.
Yes,
I would think
because although there's some language and there are some rated R, situations. There's no overt sexuality.
No.
There's
no.
Yeah, so there's
there's some sex though.
But it's not awkward.
First date, you only have sex.
Right, but it doesn't show the sex.
No, that's true.
Right. Yeah. So there's no awkward where you're sitting next to somebody and you're still trying to get to know them and you're like,
yeah. There's none of that. So they played that really well.
They did. I was very pleased that they didn't just throw the sex in there just to throw it in there.
Yeah.
So.
The length of the movie, 2 hours.
It was a little long.
It could have been about 15 minutes, do you think? About 15 minutes shorter?
Yes. And I was trying to think what I would pull out. I'm not sure.
Maybe,
what would you...
maybe some of the hospital scenes, not quite as long. I know they were poignant, but a minute or two here and there at the hospital scenes, maybe a minute or two with the friends, his friend, Kamal's friends.
Yes.
They did nothing for me. Sorry, I didn't even look up who the actors were.
They were kind of a blunt instrument as an expositional carrier. They were just there to kind of move the movie along. They were not. Okay. Does that work?
It works. Okay. I just had to figure it out because they were like 3 big words in a row.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Should I break them down into syllables? They won't be as valuable though. But what I'm saying though is they just didn't really add too much to the movie, and I think that they really could have removed those characters and had
a lot less of them.
So so between the two, that probably would have cut down the movie just enough.
Just enough. Because on the Kelly meter with the sleep meter, last 20 minutes of the movie, I started nodding off a bit.
I saw that out of the corner of my eye. So, yes, that's the truth.
First, I've had no sleep this weekend, so that
I don't want to hear excuses. You knew this was coming up. You knew it. Okay, then. All right. Fine. They don't want to hear excuses. Right? You don't want to? Okay. Anyway, that was harsh. I'm sorry. Okay. So... Out of 5 stars, what would you give it?
3.5.
I agree. 3.5. 3.5 stars. Yes.
You agree?
Absolutely.
Huh.
Don't sound okay. I'm a little surprised. Okay, but
no, it was good. It again, just a quick recap. Good first date night movie. A little heavy on the language, although during the middle of the movie, it wasn't that bad. It lightened up.
Or we got used to it.
Don't desensitize me to the F word.
I'm just saying. It's possible. I don't remember, so I can't say for sure.
Okay.
So.
Maybe. Man.
I have to allow for all possibilities.
I don't want to be desensitized that quickly.
Well, then just next time you keep that in mind. You have to go in prepared.
Anyway. Good first date night movie.
Yes.
Good date night movie for anybody, but it's a safe date night.
I agree.
First date night movie.
I agree.
Good for girls. Girls' night out. It'll be a fun chick flick, but it's not necessarily a chick flick. I can't see a group of guys going to see it.
No.
Together, but, with your ladies. with the girlies, yeah, you could do that. And so yeah, good overall movie. Good overall movie. 3.5.
3.5. It is worth a date, but I would also say...
It's not a date, though. Go ahead. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
It's okay.
You caught me on that on the last video. Why'd she interrupt me? I'm always interrupting. Go ahead.
That's what you do.
What were you going to say?
I would say, though...
Spit it out.
I'm going to. I'm trying to.
Really?
Go ahead. This is not funny. Just go ahead. And I do say it's worth just go ahead and bringing it home.
Yeah.
It's doesn't necessarily need to be a theater movie. It is good for a date, like Kelly said. But I think it's all right to watch it at home too.
It'll be good on, when it comes out on DVD. Right. And get the DVD, definitely get the DVD and watch it on the 80-inch screen.
So, that is our review for The Big Sick, which...
Why'd they name it The Big Sick? Because she was... We're going to cut that part out. Okay.
No. We should leave that in. But no, because a lot of people, I'm sure, are thinking that. So,
yeah,
but you'll see when you see the movie.
Yeah, you will.
Okay.
I just figured it out on my own.
So, sometimes you just have to do that.
No, but it just, I had a hard time remembering the name. So anyway, let's wrap it up.
Yes,
sorry, guys.
So, all right. So, 3.5 stars, The Big Sick.
Better on DVD.
Better on DVD. And please, if you like this video, go ahead and like it and tell everybody about it. Share it so they know what they're getting into.
You look like Fonzie.
And
don't forget, okay, I'll do the subscribe button.
Thank you.
Please subscribe. Again, we said last time, we're not beyond begging.
Nope. And if you want the alerts from our channel, just hit the alert button as well.
It's right here.
So, yes.
It's a bell. Anyway, thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Kelly.
And I'm Jason. And this is Craving Cinematics.